While in the Army for 35 years, Eddie traveled the world, meeting so many interesting people and experiencing different cultures, but only where the military told him to go. Fortunately, during our 25 years of marriage, a few of his assignments gave us the opportunity to visit some pretty amazing places too. So come join us on this adventure of a lifetime as the La Rosas jump around the world. Today we're traveling to Spain after spending 8 days in Portugal. What a beautiful scene as we approach the city of Bilbao. The main reason for coming to Spain is to experience the San Fermin Festival and the running of the bulls, but we were pleasantly surprised that this year's Tour de France coincides with the time we will be in northern Spain. After picking up our rental car, we headed to our Airbnb, but of course, we had to pull over so I could say hi to my new Spanish friends. Hey, sorry for the interruption, but we just wanted to remind you that we would love it if you would click that subscribe button right below. It's completely free for you, but it would make us so happy. Thank you. And now back to our regular programming. After a quick visit, we continued on our way, and after checking into our Airbnb, I have to admit, my research of places to stay has been spot on. Here is our apartment in the Basque Country. And this is our space. It is a shared space. The owner's space is over there. You can hear his TV. Just wait. Okay, we're going up to our room. Are you ready for this view? Check it out. It's so pretty here. Like always, we start each visit with a trip to the grocery store to try and minimize our food and drink expenses. Eddie was quite impressed to learn that this conveyor belt was like a huge magnet that prevented the shopping cart from moving. After shopping, we returned to the Airbnb to enjoy our snack and the amazing view. It's our first day in northern Spain. Our goal is to see parts of the Tour de France.
I had the perfect plan where we could see two different legs of the race, but we got into a roadblock, and so we went up this hill. I walked down, talked to the police. We're in the right location, but not the one I wanted to go to, but they're gonna go right by us 4 hours from now. Roll the window down, roll the window up, roll the window down.
It's getting all foggy and sweaty in here, I know. It'll be fun, it'll be fun. Oh, good thing we have snacks.
Yep, we're doing the European thing by making some sandwiches in the back of the car.
This is our kitchen and our closet. If only we had a bathroom. This is gourmet. I have salami and turkey. Put some little ham on there.
I don't know if it's ham or turkey, but something.
Mystery meat. Yes, it says jamón.
Sure. Or jamón.
Or jamón. Cochita. Cosita?
Stop it.
How do you say it? Jamón cosita.
Stop it.
After a couple hours of waiting in the car, we decided to position ourselves where the bicyclists will pass. We were so surprised to see how much traffic was on the road before the riders came through. There were advertisers, there were police, race officials, support teams, and finally, the racers. 4 hours of waiting, and it was done in less than a minute. Now we're off to our next Airbnb.
After we located the correct building, we squished into the elevator, trying not to panic once the doors closed.
Look how tight it is in here. I can't even move. Would it be terrible if we got stuck in here? Happy thoughts. Okay, we made it to our next apartment in northern Spain. Oh, look at this. I think I say that every time we come into a place. Nice little kitchen space. Oh, look, we get our own beds. Oh, there's another room?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Nice.
After settling in, we went for a stroll to find out there was a youth festival going on. We ended the evening with a walk along the river and a quick bite before bed.
Good morning. Whew. We're heading out to the Tour de France again today. But we were walking to find our car.
And we're parked in the port, which we weren't sure was open to the public. We heard rumors that it was going to be open because there was a festival in town. And
there were lots of cars parked here.
But as we kept on walking and walking, it's like, holy cow, this looks very familiar.
We weren't
we
sure
don't see our car
was still here.
But we walked around the little corner and bam, there it was.
Relief.
Relief. Now we can go.
He was sighing. He was like a little nervous that we weren't going to have a car, but we're good. So here we go. Day 2 of the Tour de France. But most importantly, we have a fresh baguette. As we were walking to the car, I could just smell the bakery and saw all the people in there in line. So nice and fresh and warm.
The road looks a little windy.
Trying to get to see the Tour de France, and we were an hour too late because they've closed the road. So the security guy told us to follow this black car that's in front of this blue car. So we're trying not to lose him. Okay, we quit following those guys because they clearly didn't know where they were going. They were driving in circles and then they finally stopped, and so then we tried to go a different route and all the roads were closed, and we've gone through the toll booth about 14 times. And now we are trying to get to a further destination, and fingers crossed that the roads aren't closed.
This is why I would not be good on the Amazing Race, because I would have a scowl on my face the entire time.
I think he's already said the F word like 4 times.
I did not. Maybe.
Found a spot.
Finally.
We were just driving along and he saw like off the freeway like loads of people lining the street, so we just cut off really fast and found a place to park. Okay, we're having car lunch again. I think this is the 4th meal that we've had off of our groceries we bought the other night. Look at that gourmet sandwich right there.
Yeah, it's like Subway.
That is fabulous.
Just like yesterday, now it's just a waiting game, waiting for the racers to pass by.
These are some pretty narrow streets. Like, what if somebody just steps out on accident in front of them? It could cause a little bit of chaos. Here they come! Race is over. We had to get a treat, but they're not single serve, so we had to buy what?
We had to get 4, so I guess we have 4 to eat before we get to the car.
They don't melt. Not a good start to our day. We went to go get our car.
And our car wasn't there.
So the Tour de France is coming through here today, and apparently you can't park on the street after 7 a.m., which we did not see any signs last night when we parked because a whole bunch of cars were parked here. So Now we're gonna go find our car.
It would be cool to stay here and just watch them go through. If they're going through the street, it would be pretty darn cool. But we're also going to a place in France today that the race is going through that town too. So,
and they're closing the streets down at noon, so we're trying to get there before then. So fingers crossed this is not gonna cost us a shit ton of money to get our car back. Okay, we went to two police stations with our broken Spanish and Basque. It's now we figured out it's at a different location, so we're walking more. We've walked probably, I don't know, 10 minutes now. Fingers crossed our car will be here. Well, the tow guys knew our car, so it's definitely here. As you can see, we have a vehicle. First we talked to like the street sweeper guy, and he told us where the like police office was. So then we went there, and they speak Basque here, so we're like trying to use Google Translate, and the guy like told us where the main police station. And you can't get in, you just have to like push a button, so you're speaking to them through just a microphone. And Eddie's like trying to speak in Spanish.
I tried some Spanish, but they still speak Basque.
So then there's a parking lot there where cars are that had been towed, so we go ask the tow truck drivers, and they remembered our car, and they're like, no, your car is, like, they pointed like down around this road. So then we go down, and it's just in this big parking lot, and our car was there, but there was a ticket on the windshield. But because the ticket had probably been there all night, it was all wet, and all the ink had disappeared. So it's like a blank ticket. So then we're like, what do we do? So actually, the Airbnb that we're staying in, I messaged her and I sent her the ticket, and she called the police, and she was able to find out that it wasn't like a local police, it was like a regional police. And then she told us how we could pay it, which we could go to the bank and pay it, or we could pay it online. And of course, we're like, whatever it costs, just get us out of here, thinking, you know, in the US that'd probably be hundreds of dollars.
Or even a shakedown in Mexico.
Yeah, it could be bad. So guess how much our ticket was to get our car?
Only 40 euro.
40 euro. That's like 40 bucks. It was 80, but if you paid it within 20 days, it's 40. So we were like so thankful that we didn't have to pay a ton of money. And now we're heading out of town. We're heading to St. John de Luz. So we're trying to get there before they shut down the street so that we can get parked in a legal parking spot and enjoy the race today.
We finally arrived in France and heading straight to our Airbnb.
So this is our next Airbnb. So we're gonna be here for 3 nights, so we don't have to move, thankfully. We just put all our stuff in a backpack instead of our suitcases to make it a little bit easier. But it's got a nice little kitchen here, full kitchen setup, even has a washer, which we need to wash some clothes. Here is our bedroom. And it has a nice little outdoor sitting space.
Stage 3 of the race does not pass through town until about 5 p.m., so we strolled into town. We also quickly stopped by the beach to check it out. We were starving Marvin, so we tried out this Asian restaurant.
So we came all the way to France to have Asian food. Look at that.
But these sausages are awesome. I think there's like a ton of oil in here.
Looks really good.
I'm not really sure what this is.
It looks very chewy. Is it chewy?
That was good.
Really?
This whole thing is good.
Mine is so good. Very tangy. It's got a sweet and a lime and some heat. This is chicken. There's noodles under here. But oh my gosh, the flavors are just popping. So good. These Magnum caramel ice cream bars.
Bomb.
The bomb. They've got like caramel coating on the outside. They have caramel on the inside with vanilla ice cream. Do we turn here?
Yeah.
After getting ice cream, we figured we should stop for a quick workout.
they're set up in different spots on the race. So they should be here in about 10 minutes. Today is supposed to be my beach day, but the weather is not cooperating. It's overcast outside and it's not cold, but it's not like super warm. And tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and then we're leaving here, so we're editing. Where is the sun? It's laundry day. Dryers are not really much of a thing here, so you get to use the good old outdoors. Someone's over there busily editing our Iceland video. Our hostess left us this Basque cider. So we figured that drinking and editing go together.
I'd go quicker.
Yeah, probably be more fun.
Less analyzing.
But I hate these pop tops, so I'm always afraid I'm gonna like make a mess or poke someone's eye out. From what I remember, you don't pull the top, you just twist the bottle. I don't want it to like explode. This shouldn't be this hard.
Gosh, you got my...
Woo! I didn't even spill it. Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
I got my beach day. Maybe beach hours, because it's already almost 3 o'clock. But the sun is out, so that's all that matters. Guess where we are again.
We are back for a second night, and look at that lusciousness.
It was so good. We had to come back.
It looks different than yesterday.
Well, I think the menu is a little different than yesterday.
But I'm sure it's going to... Oh, there's the baby squid. They added an egg tonight.
And here's mine. This is chicken. These are like egg rolls. And then it has carrots and peanuts. There's vermicelli noodles under there. Looks like some cilantro. Oh my gosh, I am so ready for this. We've been waiting all day. We are heading out today to the town of San Sebastián. So we've been in France. We're just going to cross the border. It's only about 30 minutes. We have gone through so many of these toll booths. Already going through another toll booth, and it's only been about 5 minutes. This town is considered one of the best foodie towns in Europe, and they are known for their pinchos, which is like a tapas or hors d'oeuvre appetizer. So we are going to go and make our own food tour, trying pinchos all around San Sebastián. Now that we have filled our bellies, we're going to check out some sights. making me walk up this hill. There better be something good at the end of it.
You never know what's up there.
We are going today to Gaztelugatxe, and I had to listen to that pronunciation about 4 times before I even attempted it. But it is a castle on a rock, like out on an island that you walk to. It's about 45-minute walk, I think. But we're heading back into like the real deep Basque country, and it's so green here. Like I never even considered what it would look here, but it's really, really pretty. Walking up to the entrance to the park. You can also park a little closer right here if there's room, but there wasn't room for us. Less than 5-minute walk from our parking spot to the entrance. We got to the hike early because we don't like being late, so we'd rather
Hate being
not
late.
be rushed. Yeah, we weren't sure how long it was going to take to get here, a couple hours from where we were at. However, you can't go into your timed departure until 10 minutes before. So note to self, you do need a ticket because there were people trying to get tickets today and they're totally sold out for the day. So if you want to come here, definitely plan ahead. So we're just going to sit here and drink our €4.50 total drinks. I'll show you the crappy view. We didn't know it at the time, but fans of the Game of Thrones will recognize this site as the iconic location of Dragonstone, the ancestral home of one of the families in this HBO series. This small church dates back to the 10th century. Medieval burials from the 9th and 12th centuries have been found on this site. It's lunchtime. More car snacks. Gas station stop. Grabbed a baguette. We already had meat and cheese in here, so here's my little table with our snacks. Immediately after our arrival in the city of Bilbao, we had to try the much talked about empanadas. We're at the train station in Bilbao. We have to catch the train on Saturday morning at 7 a.m.
So we're doing a little recon.
Yeah, so we're checking it out. And it's good because first we went to the wrong place because sometimes train stations can be a little confusing because there's like the metro and there's like the regional trains, and so we wanted the regional trains. So now we know where to go and we'll be golden on Saturday.
Golden.
After checking into our lodging, we quickly realized that our luck had just run out for picking great Airbnbs. This is our space.
I feel like I'm gonna break this bed.
I know. It's a rented room in a guest house, but literally this is like a bunk bed and you can feel the springs under here, and it's tiny. There's only one window that goes into like the middle of the house, so there's not really any airflow that comes in here. So this is kind of our only option for this area, so I guess we'll just suck it up for one more night. Today we're going on a bike riding tour that was recommended by our friends. But first, Eddie needs to conduct some sock maintenance. So I bought Eddie these shoes before we left. And they just keep wearing holes in his socks. That's what you get for buying cheap shoes. He's ruined like 5 pair of socks. Now we're ready for the tour. This should be fun.
A bike tour is a great way to see the town and cover lots of ground with minimal effort. This cat was completely made of flowers. Time to put our names on their visitor board. And look, we found our friends John and Vicky.
Good morning. We are leaving Bilbao and we're on our way to Pamplona. So we are in the last 6 days of our 8-week vacation. It feels so weird that it's almost over. So here we go, off to Pamplona.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to follow all of our adventures.